zone now after the sack. A long 3rd and goal. Now Winston, and he fends him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
Now a throw here to his running back. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Go. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Good.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Mike 51.
Hey, Haywood.
2nd and 5. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Watch twist.
Hard.
Hey, alert 3, check 3.
Hey, Sam on. Yes.
He's coming in motion. Hey.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Bravo. Hey.
Kill, turn up. Go, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down.
5.
They'll set up a throw. And get that to Fournette, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
51's the mic. Hey, that's
6-6, pull it high. Leo.
Back to throw here. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Bucs offense set to be possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there, and a Buccaneer 1st down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
On second down, it's Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. The Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Patch it. Watch safety.
Go out.
Safety's creeping. 6 guys.
Fair.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Look at me. Go.
Check. Alert flag.
Go.
He's checking.
Go.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Come on, set.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
65. Switch.
Big grip.
They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try. All right, I know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened
there.
You
think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Wait.
Check the backer.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Wait.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Check 13.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Crunch time, defense.
No. Off. Rock it. Smooth.
Kill.
Get it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Winston. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards to pick up there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Yo, go!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Hey, orbit. Go.
Mike 5-4. Here we go.
22 jet bomber.
Check 24.
SOS. Hey, Zoo.
Check 50.
Look at me. Zipper.
Motion to the back.
2nd and 2. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hey, Sam off. Leo. Now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. So the opening drive of this third quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
Looking to throw. And he'll find Hall. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
General West. Hey, Delta. Yep.
Watch the slant. Motion. Go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Sure, go. 5.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 79 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, 76 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it, and look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
61, matchbox lights. Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, echo. Bang, bang. Look, squeeze. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Rock it. Go. Buzz.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Go! 8 read.
Hey. Check. Lucky.
Pilot, 64, read.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Hey, lock it.
He's coming.
Get it.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. They'll come out in the pistol. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
6-6, bullet high.
Kill.
Hard. Shoot.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
It's second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 22, here's second and 8.
Check 31, check 31.
Green, trouble thing. Easy. Let's go.
Got the me.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Open man has got one. It's complete. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 21. Running right, Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
Third and long for Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
54 Mike. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Jim. Big Ed.
80 weapon. Hey, Sam off.
Slam. Check.
Snap.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That ball complete to Isabella. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Hey, Haywood.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Again, it's Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Throwing, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Play fake. Winston. And that'll be incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. They go play action. Winston. He completes it to Evans. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. He's back to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Come with me.
58, the mic. All day, pump. Check 3, check.
Now Winston on 4th down. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 1-7.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Protein spill. Bravo. Hey.
I got him. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, T. Here I come.
You're out.
Check.
2nd and 10.
36.
Looking left side, and it's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch the slant.
Bam.
Watch the slant.
Look at me. Go.
He'll look to throw. This one caught by Isabella. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Go. Go.
Check 24.
Look. Squeeze.
Check.
Rock it. Go.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he is all the way up past the 25. Andy Isabella was the intended target. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And an alley to run. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. There are no flags. He's into the end zone.
Touchdown.
And an amazing return great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Cardinals, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.